Real talk, real people, real conversation. Week to week, this the place to get your inspiration. Go and sit back and unwind, sipping on your coldest glass of wine. This the home of girl bosses and the warriors. Went from tragedy to triumph and it's glorious. Ain't no question if they ask, they got that fire. This the podcast that came to Aspire. Welcome to Aspire Podcast, home of the...
Hey guys, listen, low energy, but I promise I'm here. We're back, and I got another talented artist on deck, Willie. Willie, tell us about yourself a little bit. Where you from, all of that?
I'm from Puerto Rico, Aguadilla.
Aguadilla.
Yeah.
Good times over there.
Yes.
How long have you been painting? What's going on with that?
It's been like 25 years.
25 dang years. Like,
Yes.
you're not my age?
45.
Oh, okay. Yeah, close. We close. What made you start painting? What was it about it?
I just love art, you know, and I see my Rick and Flavor from Aguadilla, Ski, Bex, EKC, all those people, Rick. And that's when I say I love letters. So I started doing graffiti in 95.
I don't think I've met a
96.
Puerto Rican graffiti artist besides Fellow, but Fellow is like more like there's a lot Hispanic but not straight from La Isla. Usually they're like New Yorkers or from that. Yeah. So did you grow up around it or not really? You had to become.
I grew up seeing it in Aguadilla.
Okay.
Like Flavor and Rick, that's
they're
the
from
guys.
there. Okay.
Yeah, they're from there.
Shout out.
That's the old writers
school, yeah.
from Aguadilla.
I love how they say writers and not artists. So I got to start saying graffiti writers, but there's still art in that. So yeah. Why this as opposed to like regular traditional art? Why did you choose graffiti art?
I just love it. I just see the style. I like hip hop, you know.
Same.
And the break dancing, I like the broken letters. So
the broken letters, I love that because it really is like that's really kind of where it came from.
if you see my piece, the E.
I'm gonna
or the
post it,
I,
guys.
La I. Yo
La
digo
I,
pero
yeah,
punto.
I, yes.
So it's like a b-boy.
Like a dance, like a b-boy dancer.
So
Okay.
I do 3D. That's my
Specialty, kind of.
like letters
Expertise.
3D, and I do murals too.
I'm gonna have to follow you because I never. He's like, have you met Willie? I'm like, who's Willie?
Yeah, and I started here in 2002 in Orlando.
Okay.
When graffiti was
Non-existent.
No.
When I came here, coming from New York, I was like, where's the art? Why is every building beige or white? Because when I came here, there was no, like even now, you see some orange, but back then it was like hot. Obviously it's still hot, but it was hot, and then everything was beige. Everything was white. There was no color on the walls. You didn't go to a building and there was like art everywhere. But now I'm so proud that we live in Orlando now.
Yes.
Where's the Orlando that's come up and coming with art? Like we have these events now where we didn't have them in 2002. There was nothing.
Yes.
Like you probably.
I did one, and it was the first. I can say it's one of the first graffiti in 488 Mills Avenue in Colonial.
Okay, I'm not far from there.
So right there at that wall in 488, that's the restaurant.
Yeah.
So right there.
That was you?
That was me, 2002, and that's when
That's
I
crazy.
met Stas, ES, Rick, Visual. It's a lot of writers changed the name.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, those the old writers.
Do you have besides Willie, you have a name? Because everybody has like a name in the art world.
Yeah, Y is
Y?
WIE. That's my
Okay.
tag name.
So I have heard of you.
Yeah.
See, use that. Because I'm like, I've never heard of this guy. Who's this? But yes, I have heard of Y.
Yes. So
Why?
it's my name.
Okay. Oh, your initials. That makes sense. Puerto Ricans, they always using their. You're not gonna lose your name if you're Puerto Rican. Like they will. Like we're proud people, right?
Yes. And I stick together. You know why? And
do you feel like art here or even graffiti, all of that, is how do you feel about it compared to Puerto Rico? Like what's the differences in that?
It just we don't have a lot of in Orlando a lot of walls. Now we have this and we have West Art and the lab in different places. But in Puerto Rico, you have walls everywhere.
Yeah, it's just you're not usually supposed to tag them, but
and my crew over there is Hot Crew.
Okay, the Hot Crew. Shout out.
Shout out
Okay.
Hot Crew. And the Bronx is the Bronx team, and on the Bronx.
I do.
And
A lot of my family are from the Bronx, so yeah.
and man, I was in 2003. I was there in the Bronx, painting in Boone Avenue.
I feel like out there it's pretty big.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, out there more. I mean, I saw it in Brooklyn growing up all my life, but when I would go to the Bronx, it was just a different vibe too. Like I feel like I love Brooklyn guys, but the pride that the Bronx takes in the graffiti is
So
crazy.
Yeah, the crew Bronx team. Shout out to Bronx team.
Okay.
Pays you.
We got the BX in the building.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
You lived in the Bronx ever for a little bit?
I live in Staten Island.
Staten Island. Why? No. Everybody says like, why do you live out there? No.
So,
Out there was no green. There's barely any. Maybe now.
No,
Maybe
yeah.
now. When I grew up, Staten Island was like going to Abuelita's house and you behave over there. But over here we act crazy and everything, and there's the parties. But in Staten Island it was like you just kind of behave. But
right.
yeah. But so you lived out there. What do you live in Puerto Rico still, or you just
No, I
you still
moved here.
here
I moved here.
full time?
Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest thing from graffiti art over there versus coming here and having your own name?
It's the how to you don't have, like I said, you don't have a lot of walls, and if you do it, you have to ask for it, permits,
It's the permission, it's the permit.
and all that stuff.
Okay.
I get caught. That's why I stopped doing illegal.
Like damn.
Yes, I get.
You got caught.
over
Okay.
here, and that's when I stopped.
Did you find it easy to blend with the community here?
Yeah,
You seem like an easygoing person though.
yeah. I just and I start, like I said, I do murals. I just finished one for Advent Health, the hospital.
Oh yeah.
So,
you gotta give yourself
yeah.
your flowers.
So-
That's crazy. Which Advent Health? Because now I'm gonna go check it out.
Apopka. But it's
Okay.
inside of the fire station
inside.
in Apopka. It's a brand new station 6. I just finished
That's so dope.
Friday.
What is your next goal? Like, because you're good at what you do. So what
Just,
do you want to keep going?
This is my hobby. So
So it's a hobby.
yeah,
for
it's a
you,
hobby.
Okay.
I don't
Okay. This is
work.
not full time.
Yeah, I work.
Gotta make money. You know.
No, I make.
If you could do it full time, would you though?
Yeah.
Yeah. If this
But
paid the bills.
over here is a lot of artists
It
and
is,
real
yeah.
good
Yeah.
artists.
No, there.
Yeah.
I will say, or
Fantastic.
like, it's unfortunate that we don't have the space to do it. That's why these events like this are important, because without these events, unless you're getting hired to do a mural, unless somebody like, a commission, a business like that, or even Sam Flax is having a whole, like they had a whole mural, event, I guess.
Yeah, I paint twice in there.
Over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't live that far from there. So it's like we don't have the space and the opportunity, but we have all the talent in the world.
Yes.
The music industry here, we have a lot of talented artists, but like it's hard to get your name out there. What did you wish would change when it came to graffiti in general, not just Orlando, but anywhere? What did you wish for this kind of art to
Have more walls, or like this, have more space.
more events like this?
Like the whole community here have different walls and let us do murals and paint. That should be nice for the artists.
I feel like hospitals need more art.
Yes.
Like genuine, actual hospitals need happier things to look at, because you're already there sick. You're already there like struggling. Even people visiting, like the walls are freaking gray, white, or beige at the hospital. We need more art.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I feel
That's
like I wish
how
places
from,
like this.
From here, I get some more jobs
Yeah.
like that.
You will. We got this. Like, listen, if I had all this, my house, y'all can mural. I wouldn't mind a mural in my house, as crazy as that sounds.
I have a wall in my back. That's how I practice.
You just do everything.
Yes. I practice.
The crazy thing about this is that I wish it was forever. Like, do you feel like you wish you could have something where it stays, because you're painting on walls, right? You're painting on things that are gonna get painted over again. I wish that's the kind of thing, is that with an art like this, these are things that you can take with you. But when it comes to graffiti and all that,
just
it's a one and done situation.
take a photo if you have a photo.
And that's
you're
it. does it hurt your heart as an artist? Because I'm like, I don't want to sell nothing that's like I created. I was talking to June outside, and I'm like, all these things that you're selling, right? But you created blood, sweat, and tears, and then you're giving it away, and it's like, oh my God. Do you feel like that when you sell art?
Yes.
Like when you did that mural, you're like, damn, it's gonna be there for a while, but you can't take it with you.
I try now what I do over here. I don't do it, but when I do a nice mural, I put a canvas, paint the mural, take a photo, and then take the canvas that is already done, and then I finish the piece again.
That's a lot of work, though.
Yeah, but it's you have the original there, so I don't.
That's crazy.
It's
yeah.
like right here I paint, but when I do the canvas, I take it out.
And
It's already
keep
there,
it.
and you
Yeah.
can sell it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, art obviously is to sell, is to share, but I don't know. I'd be a poor artist because I love that one and that's staying there. Like I wouldn't sell nothing.
Yes.
What is your greatest accomplishment as an artist?
Just for me, it's like I said, it's a hobby, and it's the places I paint. You know.
Leaving your mark somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And seeing so many good writers, like graffiti writers,
There's some good ones out here today.
yes, and paint with
Yeah.
them, you know, like
Being in the presence of greatness.
the last time, 2003, this is sad, but you know, and Ski, amazing Ski, he just passed away. He did the last wall with me in the Bronx, with
Wow.
the other guys, and that was his last wall. And for me, that was
That's everything.
amazing. I have his book, and it's real good writers from Puerto Rico too.
I love that. I have not, and I'm telling you, you're my first like actual from the island person that I interview that does this. I knew they were out there. I've seen things all over, in
It's
Puerto
like
Rico, but
really good Puerto Rico writers and artists too.
there's
They just
beautiful
brought
art.
you
Yeah,
stuff, yeah.
art over there is underrated. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. When I go out there, like it's a different inspiration, and because it's different, it's a different mindset. You grow up different over there, then you come here, and it's like you get to see. Have you traveled a lot? I'm hitting
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
You travel around a lot.
Yeah,
What would you say is the place that gives you the most inspiration for art?
New York. Yeah, New York is.
I almost knew your answer.
Yeah.
Because it's so eclectic. Like you can meet people from all over the
Yes.
world, and it is still all over the world paint in your own backyard.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I love
go
that.
there, New
Yeah.
York, and you're gonna meet somebody from
Anywhere.
anywhere.
And then the style of even the style is different.
Yeah, it's everything is different. Every have their own style, and I love New York.
Yeah, same. I love New York too. I'm not living there, I don't know. Maybe not. I shouldn't say never, but like I love going there. And sometimes I need that. Like, okay, here, especially now, I got my fix, but sometimes there's not enough art out here.
Yeah.
There's artists, but there's not enough art to see. So I'll go over there, and 3 days over there, I'm like cured. I got like a healing, and then I come back. I might need a trip now because I need some healing right now, but yeah. Tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find your art,
What I
anything
have
that you
is
have going.
Instagram,
Okay,
is
yeah. A lot of people.
WIE with
I do.
1927.
I feel like I've heard of you already.
Yeah. Why? I mean, they
Yeah.
say why are we? What's up?
We
So, yeah.
why? 1927.
Yes.
Why
So,
1927?
Yeah, why
I'm nosy.
1927? Yeah.
Why 1927? No. Why?
Oh, why?
not why your name, but why did you choose 1927?
I just love that number, yeah. 1927.
1927. That's so interesting. Listen, I'm learning a lot from people today.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you, why or Willie, whatever.
Pleasure.
Now I know who you are, because I feel like I've heard about you.
Yeah.
I can't draw for nothing. I love the art. I love writing. I love all of that. But I have a respect for artists. That
Thank you.
Big. So appreciate you for coming. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna post your pictures. I have so many pictures that I'm gonna post on IG. So we'll follow each other.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm gonna keep celebrating you. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, guys. I will be back. I think I'm gonna do one more interview before I take my final break.